And we're live. Hello. And you were such a bastard because I did not want to see that. You guys are fortunate that you were not had that inflicted upon your eyeballs as I did. I'm just thinking like, okay, I didn't need that. I really didn't need that, but I got it anyway.
Was who I thought
oh,
it was?
hey, look at that.
What's up, Jennifer?
What's up, Jennifer? Sounds like a fun topic tonight. Yes, the topic tonight, and we'll come back around to it, is I said the bet. And it's basically like, what kind of dumb shit have you done because your friends dared you to when you've been drinking? Like,
I can't do any of
okay,
that.
listen. So I thought about this too. I can't do all of these either, and I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. But there's probably something that you can say that you did because your friends talked you into it while you were drinking. There's something. I know there's probably a long list of things that you don't want to say while we're live on air. I recognize that. It's true for me. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I know it's true for Joe.
My friends told me not to go to church one time, and I didn't.
There you go. And you felt very bad about that, but then you repented of your ways. Good job. So we'll get into that, but first, I wanted to read a quote about drinking and see if you guys could figure out who it is. I figure like I'm doing this like every other show. I think these are fun. So
I do too. I wish you had a bunch of them.
I got a whole sheet of them.
Go boy.
I do have a bunch of them. So
You go boy.
That's it. All right. So in wine there is wisdom. In beer there is freedom. In water there is bacteria.
Oh,
Who said that?
Frank Sinatra.
I'll smoke to that.
No, not Sinatra. Not a bad guess.
Was it not James Dean, but the other Dean guy?
Dean Martin.
Dean Martin.
Yes.
No.
Huh.
I think
Jimmy Dean sausage.
this may help as a hint. I was impressed that the person who made this quote knew what bacteria was.
Willie Nelson.
He smoked the bacteria shit.
No, not Willie Nelson.
Real quick, this one right here go good. P. Diddy, because he just has house
no,
rated.
dude, that shit is crazy. I'm gonna drink.
Somebody's about to catch me up on what's going on with that because I have no idea.
I don't actually know either. But
We'll come back at about the 50-minute. I'll tell you.
okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. So you guys give up on who the quote was?
Yeah.
I'm the only person that's guessed.
Yeah. Anybody else want to make a guess?
W.C. Fields.
It was not me.
No, but that's not a bad guess either. No, it wasn't you either, Mark. Good job.
Ernest Hemingway.
Benjamin Franklin.
No.
Oh shit.
That's why I said I was impressed that he knew what bacteria was. I didn't even know what bacteria was back then.
Yeah, he knew because he did the whole lightning bolt thing on the
Dude, he was
bacteria?
an amateur scientist.
Look,
I
Dave,
know he was a scientist, but
but Dave, remember he was poking half of France at the time too.
well,
This
Yeah,
is
it's
true,
like
too.
he
He
probably
knew all
a
about
lot of
bacteria.
hands-on experience is what you're saying,
He was poking everything in Paris when
and that's why he didn't drink water. He was trying to, keep down the bacteria.
He tried to wash whatever he got off with water and it didn't work. He had to use alcohol.
There you go. See? Early sanitation procedures. Okay. Anyway, let's do what we're drinking tonight because that's the next stage of the show. And before you upstage me, Gino, I'm just gonna go ahead and start.
You do you.
The little Redwood Empire. This is the pipe dream. This is their bourbon. This is a really nice one. It's nice and it's cheap. You can get it for $35 to $40 most places. Don't pay more than that. But it's a good bourbon. I like it. I'm a fanboy of their stuff anyway, so you guys already know that.
Everything you put out's good.
So, Gino, what are you drinking?
Oh, well, just so happens, Redwood Empire, Pipe Dream, Cast Strength.
Yeah, so he's got the better version of what I've got.
And I picked this up on Friday with another Cast Strength from Redwood Empire, the Emerald Giant. I decided to pop this one tonight.
Nice.
And the Cast Strength is just exactly what you would expect. It amplifies those flavors, a little bit more robust. Comes in at just 116.8 proof. I mean, it's nice. It doesn't drink to its proof.
Oh, well, that's Mark.
Mark's gone.
Well, no, he's still here. He put himself off stage.
Awesome. But it does not drink to its proof. It's very solid. On the nose, you get the nutmeg right away. You get some toffee in the background.
You get a lady talking to him.
That follows through on the palate. You
Yeah.
get the hint of coffee grinds in the back on the back edge of the tongue. The toffee plays through with that, and also hints of like if you're familiar, if you ever had orange marmalade,
Sure. You get orange marmalade off of that,
a
really.
little bit on the back
Nice.
end, right towards the finish, and then the finish just white pepper just slowly fades away on it. I mean, it's excellent.
Okay.
If you can find it in your area, the price point on this one was $70. It well worth it for a cast strength. I mean, this is good stuff.
Nice, solid, very good. Jody, what are you drinking?
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so I don't know that I have enough notes for it right now, but I'll give you everything I got. All right, so I tried. So what I did is I went out and got another Penelope again.
Mm-hmm.
This is also a
toasted.
All right, this is not a honey toast, which by the way is their worst product they've ever put out. That shit right there is horrible. All right,
Really?
Yeah, the toasted honey.
That bad.
Yes, it is. It's that bad. It's bad. I've had that same bottle for like 6 months now, or whenever I got it, and I've given away a bottle too. And I felt bad. I called and apologized to the guy I gave it to. I was like, man, I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry I gave you such a bad bottle.
Yeah. He was like, well, I never had it before. I'm like, I wish you wouldn't try that one to be your first.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I've been real hesitant to go back and get one because the toasted honey was so fucking bad. Right? It just tasted like they just opened it up and poured honey in it.
Too young or just too?
No, they're all
plain,
aged.
on
They're
the
all
nose?
aged. All the toasted are aged 5 years at least. It was just
Syrupy
horrible.
sweet, too syrupy sweet, or what?
No, it was more. It just tasted like there was. Have you ever had a good times? That the way they mix stuff, you can taste like because they mix it in a barrel, or in a bucket or something. You can actually taste it. That they've you can find the dividing line between the two. That's kind of what it was with that. Right.
Fair
So
enough.
it took me a moment, but I picked this up today. I went to Tequila's for dinner, and got myself some good Mexican food prior, and then right next door is Gary's place, and so I went in there, and they had it, and I was like, I picked up the barrel strength first, which is always a heavy hitter. It's a good one, right? And I was like, wait a minute, does that say heavy? So, excuse me, on the notes, the toasted part of it's really upfront and really strong. So you get a lot of upfront toasting on it, almost like it's smoking as it comes out. It's pretty. You can definitely taste that smoke, all right? Which doesn't hide anything. It actually amplifies some of the nutmeg and maybe almost like a backwash of hazelnut coffee or something like that. It has a lot of strong vanillas. But you're going to taste that barrel, and it is solid. I like it. It's
Nice.
a good one. So they're back up there again with me. But for a while there, I was like, you dumb fucks.
They got a toasted rye out now too. I was going to ask if that was the rye. I'm tempted to find that.
Well, I don't know if I've seen the rye or not. I know I haven't seen the heavy toasted before. And by the way, this is 100 proof. And it's a 5-year cast barrel finished in toasted series, but heavy charred, heavy toasted. So I don't really know what that means for them, but as I've been sitting here a little bit longer, it has almost like a peanut butter finish, hazelnut to peanut butter finish.
Nice.
It does sound tasty. Sounds
interesting.
Some good stuff. Okay, we got some peanuts and some, I don't know what those other things are supposed to be.
Those are whiskey bottles. I mean, whiskey glasses.
That's a whiskey glass? Okay.
Yeah, that's a whiskey glass. Yeah, man.
I think I've been looking at too many Windows file folders. I'm like, what kind of icon is that? I can't tell. Is that mail? Did I got another email? They're gonna go to another damn meeting. No. No, whiskey glass, way better. Very cool. Mark, sir, what are you drinking tonight?
What's up, my brother? So I am partaking in a. This is not the Whiskey Rebellion cigar, but this is Roman Craft and Temperance, same company, and I am having one of my favorites. This is the Old Fourth out of Atlanta. This is the cash strength.
Okay. Single barrel. Yeah. That's a cool bottle.
It is a cool bottle.
I love Old Fourth. Love Old Fourth. By the way, I won't call your name out. I'm still waiting on my special bottle, but I'm gonna have to come to see you. We'll talk about that. They actually reached out to me and said, Mark, Love you, man. You post about us. We want you to try this bottle. What's your address?
Crickets.
That fucking bottle hadn't landed yet.
Mm.
But it's in stores now. Fuckers.
Well, maybe that's what they're
But you
trying
can't
to
talk about it on the show yet. Yeah, they're messing up. They're like, hey, I came on. I was getting ready to talk about this bottle, but guess who did not send it?
No, it's just America. You fuckers owe me. But anyway,
That is
I'm
their
gonna
loss.
I'm gonna make sure I post this.
If I want something to be talked about on the show, I just send it to David.
But this is goddamn. This is good, man.
You want me to just shake my head and laugh, and then yeah, sure. I mean, we're there. But
This right here,
Cool deal.
112 proof. Drinks like it's 90 proof.
nice.
Damn, it's good.
That was good.
That's what I
Bit
like
of
about
honey and-
Elmer
bit
Tea.
of honey
I have a couple
caramel.
bottles of Elmer Tea because of my hookup, and which I'm very appreciative of. But that's what I like about Elmer Tea. It is a 90 proof, of course, right? But it just doesn't have any bite at all. It's very, very easy to drink. It's an easy drinker.
What I love about Rock Hill.
Yeah, that's what I love about Rock Hill too.
Yeah.
Of course, I still haven't had another bottle since I gave that bottle away, and then the government seized the other. So
That's some bullshit.
fuck
Maybe
those guys.
they might be looking for that.
I'm trying
Was
to think
that
where I saw
was that a post office thing, or was that like a?
It was.
Yeah, I think
Really?
that's why they at Puffy's house. They actually at both of Puffy's houses right now. That's probably what they're looking for.
They're looking for your Rock Hill Farms.
Probably.
Well, I mean, it
saw that
started in
recently
Miami. So.
someplace.
And they were in the Miami house too.
Yeah,
I did-
I'm not really sure what's
But
going on.
seriously,
with
what
him.
did he do? Can you tell
I have
us?
no idea.
Okay, so
Is it R. Kelly stuff?
not quite, but kinda. So, real quick, Puffy has been known to be a little eccentric, a little weird, years, right? So,
Did he put the P in P Diddy?
yeah. So he was dating this young singer for a little while, Cassie. They broke up. Cassie got remarried and everything. All of a sudden, the state of New York, late last year, well, middle of last year, they came up with the statute. They said, look, anybody that's had any kind of sexual assault case,
Oh yeah, that's the one they used with that
Yeah.
Jean Carroll or whatever her name
yeah,
is.
everybody, any and everybody said, if you got anything, we don't care how long ago it is, file it now. We'll give you till, I think, February 1st of 24. Well, she filed 30-something pages, trafficking, these weird sex parties she's calling freak-offs. He was making her have sex with this person, that person in front of him, guys, girls, all kinds of shit. Then after that, there's been like 5 or 6 other cases, and almost every case has had some sort of interstate sexual parties. They call them freak-offs. So that's why
Interstate,
Homeland,
as in, I got you. Yeah.
so that's why Homeland Security is there, because they're calling it trafficking. And some of those
We ain't got a
freak-offs-
border issue, but by God, P. Diddy's out there
Right.
hammering down with a bunch of women. That's a
Yeah,
fucking
no,
issue.
we're not going to some secluded island
No.
someplace out there,
Well,
private island. We're
but-
doing this in New York, I
But that's
guess.
the thing. So some of his little parties supposedly happened in the air en route to some of these little islands, which apparently he flew to an island this morning.
Yeah, he's probably not going to come back either.
So his two of his
I
sons
remember they
are
don't
in
extradite.
handcuffs in LA right now, which is weird.
Jeez.
And
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
he's
seen,
apparently
on
I
an
I've
missed
island
seen the
this morning.
SWAT team and all that stuff out there. I was like, what in the hell's going on? But then I was like, I just don't care. I'm not watching the news, so I just like I scrolled past it on X. I was too busy, fucking with Letitia James, so
I'm
I didn't
still
have
pissed
time.
out because I think he stole one of my songs, but that's another topic. Fucker.
He stole one of your songs.
Yeah, I really do it years ago.
All right, so our topic tonight was things we got talked in to do that
Because
while
we
we
were
were
drinking.
drunk. Okay, I'm gonna lead this one off, and this is a pretty good story, and I apologize for the length of it. So when I was in the military, one of my best friends in the entire world, his name's KD. I won't say his last name. Anyway, he was from Compton, California, and he was.
Here we go.
No, let me finish. Not like that. He was one of the biggest black men I've ever seen in my life. All right. Like he was like a Shaq. All right.
Yeah.
And so every time we would go someplace together, me and him would always hang out because, I'm just a short little white guy. And, and I have this problem with saying stuff that's on my mind. You know about this, David.
No. What? What are
and
you
so,
talking about?
Yeah. So anyway, so we're in Kuala Lumpur, and so we get picked up by this guy, and he had a turban on it in a cab. He had a turban on, and me and Katie, we started drinking long before, and this was before I was refined and drink like you're supposed to, somewhat responsibly. This was back where I was like, I'm already like 3.5, 4 hours into it, you know, and so this turban guy picks us up, and I call him a turban because that's when I asked him. I said, "So, because you know, I'm that person." I'm like, "So, tell me about the turban. Why you wear that?" He goes, "Well, that's my religion. We're turbans." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." Well, anyway, we're driving this cab, and he's like, "Hey, you want to see some women?" I'm like, "We're in the largest Muslim country in the world. There's no chance there's women around here that you could see or anything like that." And he's like, "Oh, I take you to go see some women." I'm like, "All right, let's do it." And so me and KD, I mean, I feel pretty safe. I got the largest black man in all of Malaysia with me. All right. so, and I don't mean that derogatory. Dude is awesome. Like he was my wingman. He was not going to leave me anywhere. I could see him pick me up, put me on his shoulder, and carry me out of places if he needed to. All right. So anyway, we're driving.
I'm just picturing Shaq, by the way. Like
I swear to God,
the way he looks now, like
he had to be 6'5", 6'4". He was a big and every bit of 310. Like the reason why he passed all the swim tests is because he couldn't sink. Like it was just there was too much.
He just reached out and touched the other side.
Well, that and he just filled up the pool, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so boy, me and him we're cruising around. We're riding with Turban Boy, all right. And so he sees these guys. We're on what we'd call like the freeway, interstate, or something of that nature. And he sees these guys on mopeds, and we're in the fast lane, and they drive on the same side as we do here. We're in the fast lane, and all of a sudden, no warning, no turn signals, no nothing. That car jets across 5 lanes of traffic to hit the guys on the mopeds. All right. And then after he knocks them off and everything,
like is it on purpose or just like it happened?
That's part of it. And I'm like, oh God. I look at KD. I'm like, dude, we might be accessories to a crime, and we still may be. I don't know. Like I don't know. I just don't know. And he goes. All he kept saying goes, I hate those motherfuckers. I hate those motherfuckers. I'm like, yeah, but I don't think we're supposed to just run people over. I don't like them either, but they weren't bothering me in the 5th lane over there, you know, that you came across on. I think that was pretty intentional.
He went all the way out of his way.
Yeah. So anyway, he takes us to this place, and it looks like a bathhouse. He goes, I've already called. Go down there and just go into the locker room, and you go. And he goes, and just knock on the wall. And I'm like, do what? Okay. Well, I'm so drunk. I've been goat drinking it apparently at this point. You know, I don't know how to think anymore. And so we walk in there. We walk past all these like Malaysian men that are naked because that's how they walk around and stuff. And I do exactly what he says. I knock on the door.
And you just legit went to a bathhouse.
Let me tell you about that. So I
knocked
on the wall.
I'm just like,
yeah, I knocked on the wall of this bathhouse. And this guy answers the door, who was bigger than KD, and he was Malaysian, and he had a pistol right here in a holster on the wearing it up high, and everyone in there was armed, and there was awesome women, and the guy goes, "You guys got money?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, we got plenty of money. I mean, we're Americans. We got plenty of money compared to what you guys have. So, I mean, we're gonna have a great time." Yeah.
I give you $1. That's a lot of money to them.
And I have a credit card. We're gonna be fine.
ATM.
Yeah. So we did. We probably dropped $800-900 in that place. But anyway, it was
Jesus.
It was run by the mob, and it was Russian mob. Who had it, and we were sitting there. We had the greatest time. We got so drunk. But I wouldn't have done that if I'd been clear thinking. So there you go. There's my.
Yeah, there you go.
And I may have admitted to being at least an accessory to a crime.
Oh my!
Well, I mean, more than one at this point. But,
2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6.
Not sure how much you care about the laws in Kuala Lumpur, but
I do care about it because that place was nice, but at the same time, I don't want to be in a prison in some other place. I don't want to be in prison, period.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be in a
we don't-
Malaysian
we don't
prison.
want that. Yeah,
You don't
we
want to
don't
be in
want that.
Malaysian prison.
Yeah, it's
No, we don't want
really
that.
bad time. Well, cool. I don't think any of us can follow that really.
Well, not quite, but I'll give you one. So,
All right.
same kind of thing. This is with the military boys. So, as Jody will tell you, a lot of times in the military, there are tendencies where it can be segregated. So, we're in Egypt on the Red Sea side, right? And so we're in El Adaka, Egypt. Beautiful resort. It's what Abu Dhabi and Dubai now is.
Okay.
Before it existed. So we're there doing Ramadan, but it's also during one of their morning salats. So what this means is we walk up on the beach and there's no one out there. And there are 3 rowboats stacked up. And they said, Americans, take us out. Now,
They said that on them.
yes, it did. Now, here's the irony. My main job in the Navy was to never let the ship run aground. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we take the boat out to the Red Sea, beautiful water, crystal clear turquoise, right?
Mm.
So we take the boat out. Now we're already drunk because we've been drinking rum. We've been drinking rum all morning. This is about maybe noonish, give or take. So we've been drinking rum, and we take the boat out, and the boat gets stuck. So if you've ever been on clear water, you can't tell the depth.
No.
And I don't have radars equipment to help me. So the boat's stuck. So we're sitting there. We're all drunk. I say, fuck it. I'm going to do it. So I hop out the boat and I get a prick, right? It's a little prick. Feels like maybe like a little safety.
Step on an urchin or
thing.
something?
Uh-huh.
No. So I'm standing there. So I was like, the fuck? So I look anyway. So I give the boat another nudge. I feel another prick. So as I go to get back in the boat, the guys are pulling me back in. So they pull me in. All of a sudden, the water around our little boat turns purple.
Jellyfish.
Deep purple, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? So I get in the boat.
No, that'd
like,
be
Lou.
an octopus.
They're like, Lou, your foot. So I look down. I was like, oh shit, something bit me. So I stick my foot back in the water to rinse it off. And I look at my foot, and my foot looks like Freddy Krueger just went to town on the bottom of my foot.
Jesus.
I stepped on coral.
Damn.
No.
But my drunk ass felt one prick, but it was literally like if you took 2 hands worth of Freddy Krueger's blades and just slashed my foot up.
Man.
Now here's the problem. Because this shit happened when we acquired, we acquisitioned, some Egyptian boats during the middle of Muslim prayer. I can't go to medical. So Jody, you can't report that shit to medical.
Nope.
Well, how did you cut your foot the fuck up? I was drunk and stole some boats. So, yeah, so for the next week or so, I went through about 100, I'd say about maybe 20, 30 pair of socks.
Damn.
I bought all the socks up.
Of just trying to replace socks and break through them and hope to hell that your foot doesn't rot off.
Yeah, so our doc was a buddy of mine. He's one of my drinking buddies. So he took care of me, but he could never report it. So,
That's
that
hilarious.
was one. Yeah, got talking to acquiring these boats. They were just standing up. It was just 3 rowboats all standing up like this. Looked like a TP. It just says, Mark, you guys should take these boats out right now. Do it. I don't know who said that.
But there was a voice that told
Yes.
you to do that, and that
Yes,
is
it
the
was.
end result.
And we
Okay.
did it. Yes. And
Well, I
it was
mean,
still-
I got another one that can go along with that.
Hey, Gina, if you and I are lucky, we'll just sit back and let them tell
Yeah, no.
stories. Outdoing
did
each other and
nothing, man.
dumb
I was
shit
a
they
fucking
did.
saint, man. It's all good.
So the other one I had, and of course, I am leaving all the names out of this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were also in Malaysia. It was same trip, and
Same trip.
same trip, different day though. And
it was
we're
the
at
next
this.
day.
We're at after this is now we know where all these places are. That there are places where there's women,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're at this bar that had a bunch of women, and I was sitting across from, like, it was all of us guys. All of us Navy guys, and I'm sitting across from like some women, and there's a couple women that are sitting with us and stuff. And this one girl, she eyeballs me and she pulls her skirt up, and she has a penis, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I start
Ready
giggling.
for it.
Yeah, so I start giggling because we had this guy on our crew that all he talked about was hammering his significant other in the ass, right?
Oh shit!
I actually know this story. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna let you tell it though.
So
I didn't know it was on the same trip. That's
the same
fucking
trip.
hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, that trip was one of the greatest of all time. Also during that trip, we got in trouble because we were playing golf on the Prince's courts,
Oh,
and we sunk one of their golf carts. So I mean, it was all kind of,
what do you mean sunk the golf cart?
That's my brother.
well, those things are not made to go in the water.
Oh yeah.
They don't.
And so we were going to collect it, our ball.
Uh-huh.
So it didn't work out. But anyway, back to the story. So I reached over to like my guys. I'm like, hey, dude, you want to get this chick over here for our dude right here? I'm trying to keep all the names out. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. So I don't know how much it was. We're going to make up some number. It was probably like 20 ringgits, which is not very much. It's like $1.50 in US. All right.
Mm.
And we gave this person his room number. And I was right across the room from him, like across the hall from him. And these places were so big that we had doorbells. All right. Like we're staying right across from the Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur. All right.
Oh, nice.
And so, so I'm staring out that little peephole. I can't wait. This is going to be great. And what I expect to happen is that person goes in there
And see what's
what
going on downstairs. Yeah.
And then that person gets thrown out, and it's going to be awesome, right?
Uh-huh.
That's
So
not
what happened, Jody? What happened?
So what happened was that person came to the door, just like we paid it to do, and and oh boy, let it in, and we'll just say that all he talked about the next day was he like, dude, that I had this girl come up to the room, she just wanted to be fucked in the ass the whole night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you never thought that was kind of odd? Like, never once did you not go, she just want to be fucked in the ass. Like, why can't I put it in the other place? You know?
There wasn't one.
So like,
Still to this day, that guy, well, as far as I know, that guy doesn't know that we all know that it was a dude.
Oh shit.
I guess what I don't understand is like, did it just didn't come up in conversation, or like just didn't see? Like,
I wasn't in the room with him.
No, I
wasn't in the room with him
as much as you wanted to be. I know you weren't, but
well, I totally wanted to. That'd be a fucking great video.
yeah, I know. See, and that's how I meant it. I'm glad you took it that way.
Of course, I didn't have any video apparatus back then. I mean,
Right.
We didn't have cell phones.
Just,
No, not at all.
I mean,
That
you're
was the
incriminating
beautiful
yourself
thing about
funny
when I
right
grew
here.
up. We didn't have that shit, man.
We're
statute
just
of
having
limitations
fucking
on
great
that.
time of dumb fucker.
All right, last
Yeah.
one. Last one here.
Oh.
All right. Okay, so we're in France, Navy. And again, we're hanging out.
You know, I'm noticing a through line here.
Go Navy. So we're in Marseille. So Marseille at the time was an older town.
Yes.
Marseille is southern France. It was older back then. I'd say the average citizen's age was probably 50 at that time. And so we get there. We're walking around. It's one of those times everyone's walking around drunk. We're hanging out. And we're walking in the area that they tell you never to go to. And we see
Of course you do.
a woman. We think it's a woman. And so it sees us. So we're walking, we're talking, and of course, so we got this big Italian guy, big 6'2". He's skinny like JJ from Good Times. He's about his size, about Snoop size. So
Funny.
yeah, a tall, skinny guy. So we walk up, and so it sees us, and it sticks its hand in this little compact purse. So I'm a city boy. I see it. He's drunk, so he's not paying attention. I'm like, dude, don't go over there. Don't go over there. He goes, so he crosses the street. And so she sees him cross over. And then another guy from Connecticut, white guy from suburban Hartford, Connecticut, up wherever the fuck. He goes over. So she pulls a revolver out. And we look like little, black, white, beige ants just scattering all over this neighborhood in France.
So why did she draw on you?
It looked like a 38, but
No, not what? Why?
Because she thought we was coming to fuck with him.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, this was a whole different time back then. You know, it's like.
Sure.
So
I was
another
like,
one.
we're not even in Thailand and shit. We got a fucking ladyboy, and so it started to chase some of us. Like, fuck you, you can't outrun me. I used to outrun cops. You can't outrun me. Fuck you.
Not in heels, right? But
So another one, me and this guy who happened to retire as one of the most senior enlisted people in all of the Navy. We were down in Tijuana, Mexico.
Oh shit.
Speaking of horses.
Yeah, donkey show. I was going there. So we go to, first of all, we go to all these places and we're having a great time. And this girl steals his necklace that his still current wife got him. And I mean, he wasn't, to be clear, because if he's watching the show, he was not doing anything wrong. This girl just came up and sat on his lap right quick. And then next thing you know, he has no necklace. And we're getting kicked out of the place because he's like, dude, where'd my necklace go? You know? So we ended up going to other places. He's like, you want to go see a donkey show? I'm like, no. Like, why would I want to see that? So we went there.
so you did go.
Oh yeah. We go there, and it's like this somebody's grandma, Hispanic grandma, and she wasn't doing that part of the show at the time. What she was doing was she was picking up money and cutting up bananas with her stuff.
Billy, man, if you walk into something right now,
it sounds like it.
You should be fucking horrified right now. But go on.
Yeah, yes.
So, but
also, it's good to see you.
Yeah,
cutting it off. Right?
So that would probably that's probably the last one I'm gonna tell because all of them are military. So
that's all good.
Shit you did in the Navy that involves animals and women and all kinds of stuff.
Well, wait a minute. Don't say it like that. Like
not at the same time. Not that you personally did. No.
Some didn't involve women.
But like that's what a donkey show is.
Well, you know what's funny is me and one of my friends, which you know, we were sitting on Pattaya Beach in Thailand, and we were drunk. Oh my god, drunk! And you know this guy, and this fucking elephant just comes up and sits down and watches the sun with us right next to us.
This elephant just shows up and is just like, yeah, that's a cool sunrise.
Hey, I'm gonna chill with my homies. You know.
I mean, it wasn't a sunrise. I don't guess it was sunrise. Who knows? We were in those like lawn chairs. Pattaya Beach is beautiful.
Okay, you and the elephant, huh? You know.
Now Bangkok is where all the sailors, old senior chiefs, go to retire.
I can understand.
I believe that. I'll tell you before, back when I worked in TSA like ages ago, like I would say fully like 2/3 of my coworkers were like former military, and because that was just like the pipeline. What do you do once you get done? I'll go work for the federal government doing some security shit, right? And those guys would work buku overtime, and they would save up their money, and they would go to fucking Bangkok. And at the go-go bars, and these people were like welcomed like heroes when they would come back, because they would do this like once or twice a year, and they'd be over there for like 3 or 4 weeks at a time. Like they would save up like their PTO and everything like that, and they would go over there and be treated like kings. They're like, well, man, I can get back in 2006 or something like that. It was like, man, I can get a lobster dinner for like $2 US. Like, why would I not? I mean, that's that wasn't the real reason they were going over there, but like, there's a bonus for that. And they would tell stories about, the women and how, obviously the prostitution and that, but like also the fact that the women there would treat them like they're royalty. Like they're like, this woman didn't let me. A lot of them aren't women. Like didn't let me dress myself. Like he was telling me the story about this woman wouldn't let him tie his own shoes.
The prettiest lady boys you'll
they
ever see in your life.
They didn't comment on that one way or another. I know what happens there, but none of the guys that came back and were working at TSA were going to come to that.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, that was and maybe still is a thing as far as I know. That these guys who were kind of like maybe not doing great in the finding partners situation over here in the U.S. They save up their money. They go to Bangkok for 3 weeks or a month, and
some cock
they're all good when they get back. Whatever makes them happy.
Bang, bang, bang.
But and I'm not accusing anybody that I used to know in specific. I'm just saying
Oh, dude,
No.
I've hooked up.
Do what you do.
I mean, I have. I ain't gonna lie. It's happened. There's not a continent I've been on I haven't had sex with somebody. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay. But, you know, he's a world traveler. There you
I
go.
can relate to
But
that.
that's not my drunk story. I think what's the closest thing I have is like
Jesus Christ, I think I'm gonna go back to slicing.
yeah,
bricks.
you might want to go. So this is the bit. It's like what the topic for tonight, Billy, was what kind of dumb shit have you done because your friends dared you when you were drunk? Like,
I'm blaming.
and I said, guys, let's not incriminate ourselves. Jody immediately incriminated himself.
Boom.
he didn't.
Twice.
He didn't even hesitate. He was
That's
an
why I never
accessory
named
to
the
attempted
No,
murder.
I gave. No, what I did was I gave like the soft porn versions of what
Yeah.
like's been the worst
I
for
could
me.
go there.
Softcore.
Yeah,
There was a
okay.
plot. It's true. You know, there was.
I didn't tell you like these stuff that is the forbidden, fruit.
Okay, so think about what Jody said, and then think about imagine what he didn't say. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
If he said that, then what didn't happen?
man.
What didn't he say that happened? You know.
Well, I mean, some of the guys that I used to fly with, they know they were there. They were witness to some of the shit. One of my disabilities came from this shit.
My foot's starting to hurt right now.
I am dead. You got a disability from one of the things you did.
Trust
Well,
me. One of my VA guy called me. He's like, I forgot about that, dude. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Well, I will say this: some of the weirdest and strangest shit I've done when I was intoxicated was not witnessed by anybody. So I'm happy about that.
That's good.
Right
That's
here,
good.
right here, brother.
So no reason to
Get all
incriminate
my
yourself in
stupid
this
shit
there.
before the internet, man. It's all
I
good.
got I got another one. This one's more like just happened to me, and it was me being drunk. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was coming back from the E Club in Okinawa, and I was
Shit.
far too intoxicated. But
what were you drinking?
no, it was kamikazes. That was the thing.
Ooh,
That was
What's in a
drinking lot.
kamikaze?
Who knows? A bunch of
they're
Satan's
very
piss.
sweet, but man, it was
I
good.
don't even like old-fashioned iced teas, I think, but I don't remember.
I don't know, but they're fucking horrible. Anyway, so I couldn't be more drunk. All right, and all I know is I'm supposed to meet this girl back at my place that her husband was gone during the time, and she was wanting to hook up, and I was like, yeah, I'm your fucking Huckleberry. But I had to walk back to where I was going because she had to take her girlfriends home and stuff like that. She was a dependent that lived on base. So anyway, I'm walking back. I'm just like, and I'm like, dude, there's a shortcut right here. I just cut through this part of the jungle. I go to do that.
Did you?
I don't know what made me stop. I don't know why I did. I don't know if darkness just got too dark for me or what. But I stopped. And I swear to Christ, is everything holy. There was a spider over the path that was bigger than my face. That I stopped right in front of, and I was like, and I sobered up. I couldn't have been more sober. I just backed out of that place. I'm like, fuck this. This is some horse shit. And I'm like, because like in Okinawa,
Instant sobriety. All you need is the spider the size of your fucking head.
yeah. So
that would do it. Yeah.
in Okinawa, everything like they're
Everything's bigger.
yes, everything is. So
Except
like
the people, right?
oh no, the people are not very big,
Yeah.
but like the roaches, they're like 5 inches long and they have wings. Like that's just some pterodactyl bullshit, right?
Well, that's why
And
the spiders are so damn big to catch them.
And then the thing that's bigger than
There
the
it
freaking
is.
spiders are the fruit bats. Those things are like
Oh, fuck
flying
you.
Great
Mm-mm.
Danes.
No, fuck you.
You
Fuck you. No. Mm-mm.
don't like bats?
No, fruit bats.
You don't like fruit bats?
Yeah. No,
Why
they're-
those in particular?
I'm serious. They are about
Are
the
they a
size of
nuisance to people or like
Yes.
Google that shit.
They're-
what? What do
Yeah.
they do?
They're just
They're big
bats,
and-
but and
they're
they
big
eat
and
fruit.
little.
I mean, that's
Huge.
why they're called that.
Yeah, but
they're-
what makes them a nuisance to people? Like walking on the
because
street.
if you're under a tree, they may just come and hang out with you,
Yeah,
and
they
it's
don't
like
know.
having another person there. That's how big they are,
Yeah,
They're
fuck that.
huge, dude.
and they carry rabies.
like the
and
bats from like
everything.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Like
Yeah.
those big fucking like giant fuck off scary looking ones.
Hold on, David. Have you seen the picture? There's the picture that's been going around.
I
Facebook
described it
for
perfectly.
years.
It's like flying Great Danes.
Yeah, it's a big fucker hanging down. It doesn't look real. No, it's real.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Mm.
They don't look real. They look like you got a midget and put them up in a tree upside down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of midgets, never mind, Tony.
I hadn't had that, dude. I would totally, if that was my story, I would totally talk about it because I have this thing about spinning that motherfucker.
We know
around.
you do. We know you do. Maybe for your 50th birthday, you'll get to
Oh man,
have that experience.
there's a hell below world to go.
We should do that. We should take a trip to Thailand as a group for our 50th. For my 50th.
Oh shit.
Gino's like,
Hey, with the
I'm out of
exchange
this
rate, I
group.
might actually be able to afford that.
Listen, before we go to Thailand, let's try Miami first as a trial run. Let's see how we do.
Yeah, this is
right
the guy
now.
that won't go to the Dirty Rabbit. First of all,
That's because it's America, and I don't want U.S. laws up against me.
Bullshit. His name's
There
in
is
the
that.
book. He's been there.
My name is in the book, and I've never been there. I bet it's spelt right and everything.
I went on Facebook and
Did you put doctor in front of it?
DR, absolutely.
Esquire.
No, Esquire would be a attorney.
Oh,
That'd be James.
man.
James Esquire.
I'm hungry now.
That'll be a drunk bet story. Me
You're
sprawling
always
with James
hungry,
in your damn garage,
Pretty much.
and also picking up heavy shit in your garage after I get.
Dude, that
done.
happens every time people are over here. I mean, even when we were here for a tasting, people are picking up heavy shit in my garage. I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, we don't
It's
need to do
fucking
this.
tempting. You get drunk and you're hanging out with dudes and you're talking about, drinking and sports and we're watching MMA and shit. And you go out in the garage and there's all these weights and shit. And it's fucking the Atlas stones. I'm like, I can pick that shit up. Oh yeah, like
The only thing I picked up at Jody's house was drinks.
well, you are a smarter
Yeah,
and
reason to
wiser
be
man
there.
than I am.
I had no intention on lifting heavy shit. But listen, I will tell you guys a funny story.
Well, you know what's funny is Mark didn't
So-
either. He was like, I don't need to pick up anything here.
So, I forget what day it was. I get a phone call from Mr. Lamont early in the morning,
But dude, that shit was hilarious.
and him and his son are in the car. So his
Well,
son
he had
apparently,
broke his truck. He had broke his truck.
so his son apparently takes a gander out the window and sees a Jeep Gladiator.
Right
Right.
beside us. Right beside us. We're sitting in traffic too.
I don't even know what that is, but cool.
That's the same truck that Billy has.
Oh, okay. All right.
Same color and everything. It was white. It had the big wheels on it. It was
Okay,
Billy's
okay.
truck
Gotcha,
in Middle
gotcha.
Tennessee.
Okay.
And his son had the epiphany that my truck wasn't shit. Because the bed was
What do you call it? What do you call it?
Fuck,
It's the Prius of trucks.
The Prius of trucks. That's what he called it.
I haven't brought that up because I wasn't going to.
That's a big kid to have to fight, but like,
Yeah.
you may have to fight him for that.
But here's the kicker though. It was absolutely hilarious. It probably made my day. It was the funniest thing. And you have friends who love you when they call you just to fucking rag on you and rag on your vehicle. It was absolutely amazing. And the thing is, I have to kind of agree because the bed is shit. It's fucking.
That's exactly
smoked,
what you said. You're like, I kind of agree. The bed sucks. Can't put anything about it. If you're going to put anything in there, you have to lower the tailgate and gotta hope it doesn't fall out the sides. You were going through all that. I was like, dude, I could put a stack of bodies in mine, and then it sits so high, I could have a little bit of bodies hanging over the top, and people wouldn't see.
No.
I'll never forget when I picked Billy up at the airport, and he's like, "All right, this is a big ass truck."
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said.
Big ass redneck.
Yeah, it's not
truck.
what. Yeah,
Yes, redneck.
that's hilarious.
So, funny story about rednecks. So, 2 weeks ago, my team got a DEI complaint because not me, believe it or not. I'm the one who's like, hey, we probably need to try to clear it up.
Well, it's because everyone knows they can be looking right at you if some shit goes down.
Right. And that's the reason why, right? So I try to always be good. But my program director, she's like my best friend, and I love her to death. And she's a black lady, and her husband's retired military, and both of them are so fun. I can't wait to see them in May. But anyway, one of the guys in the group said something about rednecks, and it got a DEI complaint. Anyway, so
Oh shit.
my program director reached out to me. I'm like, dude, that's my preferred pronouns. That dude was just calling me by my name. That's my preferred
They're
pronoun.
calling you a redneck.
And she goes, well, it wasn't about you. I go, I know it wasn't about me, but just in general, what should have been said immediately, that was his preferred pronouns. And if you're going to offend my pronouns, that's a you issue again and not me. Because if I can make myself plural with they, them, I should be able to be a redneck if I want to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And here's the other here in South Florida, we have this thing called the Redneck Yacht Club. It's an
I've
event,
heard of that.
and it is the funniest, most entertaining thing you could ever go to.
Yeah, but it's the
And
richest fucking yacht club too.
Yeah, and listen, nobody cares what color you are.
Nope.
Because everybody's covered in mud and everybody's drunk.
Basically.
You have to be about that life. That's all I'll say.
So is this like the Cajun Navy but with money?
Well, the Cajun Navy
nice.
started out as from Katrina, and then it became a thing where they actually travel around. They were up here this past week, the last 2 weeks, trying to look for that kid that drowned in the Cumberland River,
Billy, that's fucked
which
up.
they confirmed it.
Yeah,
He did.
Hey, Billy, that's fucked up.
what?
You know I'm hungry.
Listen.
Oh, you posting?
Yeah, fuck.
You guys
Yeah,
have
you
no
did.
idea. Listen,
No.
every day's been a fucking
Tell
3
your
o'clock
brothers, tell
day,
your brothers, they know you fucking hungry. You gonna fucking
and it's
kill us.
another 3 o'clock
I'm
day
just waiting for
tomorrow.
my sauce.
Sauce is moving.
No, dude.
Oh, yeah, I got an
Don't
order
give
coming.
me
I need to
shit,
do
dude.
another
It's
order.
all beautiful.
But
I know
the
you're
biggest-
busy. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
and no, like yesterday. So all the heavy pieces of equipment are in.
Cool.
Everything's up and running. So now it's cleaning, stocking, and getting ready for
Clean them stockings.
the 5th. So, some food, some paper supplies, all that kind of good shit. And I'm sitting here seconds before I jumped online. Somebody just ordered 200 brisket burgers. I'm like, okay,
Damn, that
So-
sounds good too.
yeah.
Can I get a 5th?
Oh, damn.
So-
This is a great time to mention if you guys are not part of the VIP and anyone
God,
watching wants to be, they need to reach out to like Jody or someone. 'cause
No.
I'm not really on social media. Like, don't
Not
reach
me.
out to me because there's no point in doing that. I can't.
Well, there's no point in
help
reaching
you.
out to me because I just don't like people.
I mean, that is also true.
I'm gonna let you in.
Well, unless you convince Jody that you also really don't like people, and then you'll be good with them.
yeah.
Yeah, if you can
What
like
you
out
gotta
hate
do-
Jody, you're gonna be all
What you
right.
gotta do is you get a hold of Jody and say, I like midgets. You're in.
And nobody else.
Yeah, you're in.
I like midgets and no other people. Then you're gonna be fine.
I'm gonna let you in.
You let the right one in.
Sorry,
There
I
you
was cropping
Yeah.
a picture for David.
Come and join us.
I always worry. This is again. I said this last time, but this is why I don't check like the shit you send me on Instagram because I'm like, it's like 50-50. It's like either a fucking hilarious dog video or it's gonna be some super political shit.
Ooh.
And I go, oh, okay. It says something about gender. Okay, we're gonna keep scrolling. like we're good, man. We're good.
Oh.
What did you do? What did you do?
Oh no! Don't!
No,
Don't do it!
that's.
No!
I'm not even clicking
Don't
on
do
this. This is supposed to be for like after hours shit. That's like the after hours chat that I left for this reason.
I think
Right there.
Tried to tell you, man, don't do it.
I synced it. Okay, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not doing it.
unsee it now,
You guys
man.
can't.
It's
You guys
over.
can't make me.
Oh, you
Billy's looking at it like, that's not too bad.
no.
I'm listening. I'm not one for complaining yet.
Oh, shit, man.
You missed the whole before the show. They're like, "Oh, it's so disgusting. Don't even look." And you're over there. Like, "Oh," you know.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
He's like, they got a nice drop on him.
Goddamn Air Force is getting on my nerves right now.
Yeah, I can hear there.
Anyone calling you noise pollution right there?
Yeah.
They know when I'm out here, they come out.
Yeah, that's because you're Navy.
I know, right?
Disrespect. Chair Force. There you
Go
go.
down there.
Pretty much.
Ooh.
It could be the Space Force.
Well, does anybody else want to? It could be. It
No.
could be. Does anybody else want to incriminate themselves
No.
before we end this live broadcast? Because we're now.
I'll
one
do
time
it
in
at the
band
after
camp.
show, but not
Cool,
all.
you can
no,
incre-
nope, not live.
You know who
Yeah.
would have been
One
great,
time in
Jody,
band
is
camp.
Hal. Hal.
Oh
had some
yeah,
of the
Hal
best-
would have been great on this.
I
He had
drank too
some of
much
the
stories,
best.
but he
had
always
the
waited for
best.
the after show. Because,
Actually, him and Annie
damn.
both had him. Annie
Yeah.
had him too. Like you would sit there and you're like, oh my lord, that's a different view of Annie that I ever had.
Which
But
Annie?
This
Hal
is true.
was the hilarious one though.
Hold on. Which Annie?
The Annie you know.
Oh,
Oh, not that dude. Oh, so that Annie. By the way, I'll tell y'all in the after show.
You better. So So, guys, we're going to continue to incriminate ourselves, but like in private with people who are not going to like report us to whoever or whatever. I escaped. I didn't say anything incriminating tonight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it here.
No,
On
I ain't gonna say
the
shit.
Yeah,
I'm
because
going to pull a Dave Chappelle and just FIF. I'm going to plead the fifth.
My stories were all lies. I made them up right now.
That's right. That's right. You're an entertainer.
All my stories can be verified by my friends. So
no comment.
You're also not going named.
No comment.
No, I didn't say any of their names. I wouldn't do that.
No, you did good. You did good.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, but we're going to call the live show and we're going to continue talking shenanigans in the after show. So again, if you want to be part of the after show and the VIP and all that stuff going on, reach out to Gino because he'll probably actually respond to that. I'm just blaming somebody. I'm just putting this on somebody else because I know Jody and I are not going to do it.
It's true.
But anyway, this was fun. Glad to see everyone made it out. Billy, it was good to see you. Glad you were able to join us there eventually. I know you're super busy. I don't ever want to give you shit about that because I think if any of us you're just consistently like the hardest working dude I know, and like not gonna fuck with you for being too busy trying to work. But
what I'm gonna do next Monday, I'm gonna do the live from the shop, so you guys can see it.
Nice.
You need to get some rest too, dude.
Hey, is my cutter in there? My grinder?
Yes.
Your weed grinder?
What?
Jesus! Please get offline. Please get offline.
So he made a weed reference, and I was thinking, like, are you on that app?
They missed it, Jody. It's for another time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can assure you, I'm not on grinder. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
No. However, I've taken pictures of people that are my friends, and I've said I'm going to make you a grinder profile.
Oh my god.
So speaking of going back,
that's so wrong.
Dave may actually have a grinder account.
Yeah, no.
I occasionally answer it for you.
Let me answer.
You know what? Actually, I might actually believe that. I might actually believe that.
Let me know.
So I want to know. So you're catfishing dudes is me. Okay, that's my takeaway from that. And I'm going to end on that note.
Yeah, I bet you.
All right, we'll move to the after show. You guys take care.
Address.
No, you can do
I've never even been to my house.
Doesn't mean I don't have the address. Everybody has Google.
Hey,
you ain't lying.
Okay, well, drive like you know each other. Don't come to my house. All right, peace.
Hey, not real quick, not to forget to. I mean, not to kind of piggyback off the grinder, but make sure you smash the like button.
That was well done. I'll give you that one.
Smash it.
Okay.
Smash it. I'm sorry.
All right. It's storming here, so peace out, guys. Love y'all.
Cheers.